and welcome back to Barbells and Beauty. If this is your first time here, I hope you consider hitting that subscribe button. Today we're going to be doing a continuation of my makeup collection because, yeah, I've got a lot of makeup and might as well just show it. So today we're going to do concealers, powders, and bronzers. I lumped them all three together because they are kind of my smallest amount of makeup that I have. We're going to start with concealers, going to just show you what I've got and probably declutter a couple things. Let's just start with a couple things I know I'm going to declutter. This is the BH Studio Pro concealer. I just find for me it's just too heavy and too much. Has the little, looks like that. Mine's disgusting, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to declutter it. And then next is this Rimmel Perfect or Match Perfection. Yeah, no, it's not a perfection match. It is way too dark, even in the summer. So I'm going to declutter that one. Okay, these two, this one could be a dupe for the expensive one. I've got the Tatcha Pearl, which is extremely expensive. And I do really like it. In fact, that's what I've got. I started with a little of this on under my eyes before I put on my foundation. But this Garnier Clearly Brighter Roller, if I can get it to show up, I think it could easily be a dupe for it. Not quite as good quality, but for like a fourth of the price, I could deal with it. I do not like this roller. I think it just comes out too much, especially for under the eyes. I do just put a little bit on my finger and just dab it in. Let me show you what the Tatcha Pearl looks like. See, they could just about be dupes for another. So if you're looking for something very similar to the Tatcha Pearl, give this Garnier Clearly Brighter a try. I think when I get this Tatcha done, I'll probably just stick with this because it's fourth of the price. Okay, had a timeout to wipe off my arm. So let's just get going here. I've got the original Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I say original because I also have the brand new Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I like them both. I've really been enjoying the new one. However, Too Faced, when you made your brand new woo-woo concealer in the lightest color Swan, it's an exact match for the lightest color Swan in the foundation, which means I cannot use this to do any kind of highlighting at all if I'm wearing my Born This Way foundation, which I've been wearing a little bit more here lately. So what's up with that? I like to have something under my eyes that's maybe about a half a shade lighter than my foundation, just because I think it does a better job hiding my dark circles. So, you know, maybe you can make this just a little bit lighter. It's going to be great when I can wear the next shade darker of the foundation, Snow. But right now, I have to stick with using this when I'm wearing other foundations that are a little darker. So, it's kind of dumb, don't you think? I think so. Let's see. Oh, two of my favorites of all time, the Maybelline Age Rewind. I have them in Ivory and Light Pale. Light Pale I use in the winter. Ivory in the summer because I've got just a hint more tan. I've gone through multiple tubes of this stuff. I probably will still go through multiple tubes of this stuff. Great, just sweep, kind of dab it out a little bit. Love it. I've got two Tarte Shape Tapes here. I've got a full-size one. This is in Fair. And then I got this sample, which is in Fair Neutral. I like this one just a little bit better. So probably when this one runs out, I will get it in the Fair Neutral. I don't remember where I got this sample. If it was a Sephora sample or one of my subscription box samples, I don't know. But I like them both. So let's see. I've got the Smashbox Studio Skin 24 Hour. I just got this a little bit ago. I've only worn it once or twice. Don't have that much of an opinion on it yet. Give me some time. I've got this ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in 5 Fair. It does, of course, dry down a little darker. I've actually been using it more on my eyelids as a primer or for something when I'm doing like a halo eye or something like that. So I really enjoy it for that. Not as much for concealers. I've got the Tarte Reinforced of the Sea concealer. This has been one of my favorites. As you can see, I've used it in some of my... Why is my phone vibrating? Weird, I'm getting a spam call. I've used this in one of my project pans, and I'm actually below the last little line there. And I'm going to see if I can't get this used up. Don't know if I'll buy it again. I'll have to see how I feel when I get this empty. I've got the Naked Skin. I do like this right now. I do like this. I'm playing with it right now. I've got some on my hand. I really do like this. I'm probably about halfway done with this, and I'm going to see if I can't get this one used up by the end of the year as well. Then, the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Circle. This stuff is I'm on my 4th night shift in a row. My allergies are acting up. I look like I could be a Walking Dead zombie without the makeup on. And I can put a little bit of this on, dab it on under my eyes, and my eye circles are like invisible. I put this on before my foundation. I put a little bit on my fingers, kind of rub it together, and just dab it on with my fingers until it's blended out. Love it. This is my second tube. It does take me a while to get through it because I only use it a couple times a month. Because I'm like Gollum. It's my precious, my precious. Then two that I've been trying out. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I've only used it once because I just got it not that long ago. It's going to be in my January haul. I'm going to film at the end of the week, so... And then this one's also going to be in my January haul, but I got it closer to the beginning of January, and I've tried it out. It is First Aid Beauty. I think that is where it is. Hello Fab Avocado. I am really enjoying this. Really, really enjoying this. I saw a little video Kevin James Bennett did on it, and I just took a chance. And at least for my under eyes, it does not crease as much as some of my others. So I've really been enjoying this. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to do a full-on review of the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. Now we're going to move on to powders. So let me get set up. Okay, got all my powders set out. We'll start with the Maybelline Fit Me. I love the loose powder. I've got it in Fair here. I am more than halfway done with this, definitely keeping it. However, I'm getting rid of the Fit Me pressed powder. I just don't enjoy it very much. I've used it some, I just don't like it, so I'm just going to declutter it. Then I've got another one here. I got this in either a subscription box. I think it was a Sephora Point reward. It's some Tarte Loose powder. It's white. It says it's translucent, but for me, even on my pale skin, I put it on and I can see it. So I'm going to be decluttering this. Now the rest of these, I think I'll probably keep. Definitely keeping my Coty Airspun. I absolutely adore this. I've been using it forever, and I'm probably only maybe a third of the way done with it. Let's see. Yep, I'm about a third of the way down. I'm down to about here. So it might be the end of time before I get one used up, and that's okay. I find when I bake with this, and I mean just I put the puff in, and I just bake on my nose and sometimes my chin if I'm feeling a little oilier. I leave that on while I do my eye makeup, and when I do that, the oils on my nose don't come out for 2 to 3 hours longer. It is 100% worth it for me. I've got a pressed powder here. It's the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. I am getting pretty far along on using this. I'm going to get this used up. I cannot wait. I like to use this. I like to put a setting spray on, and then I'll dab a little bit of powder just kind of around here where my pores are. I think it makes my pores disappear for a little bit longer. And I use this, and I use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye. I am also hit pan on this. I have to be kind of careful because I've got a crack in it too. I have hit pan on this. I might be able to use these two pressed powders up by the end of the year. And I am kind of excited about it. I know. Then I have a whole bunch of more loose powders. Two I like to use under my eyes are Too Faced Peach Perfect. I am down to about here in it. I actually love the way it smells. It's kind of like, I just sometimes will put a light dusting under my eyes and then just swipe it off. And then the Laura Mercier, of course, everybody seems to love it. I'm about halfway done with it. I will be replacing both of these when they're gone. I have the Bye Bye Pores IT Cosmetics Translucent Loose Powder. Don't like it quite as much as I do the pressed powder, and I'm not sure why. I'm going to keep this for a little bit longer. I'm actually going to make myself use it in February and see if I like it or not. And at the end of February, I'll decide whether or not I want to get rid of it. Then, let's see, I got the Pretty Vulgar. Which box did it come in? FabFitFun maybe? I don't know. I've only used it like once or twice. I haven't really got a big, don't really know if I like it or not. Like I said, I've only used it a couple times. It does seem just a hint more yellow-ish, even though it does say it's translucent. I just need to try this more. I have the Beauty Bakery Flower Translucent Setting Powder. I do like this quite a bit, especially when I know I'm going to be a little more on the oilier side, you know, around that time of the month, or when it's kind of hot out. This does a really good job, the Beauty Bakery Setting Powder. And then this was just kind of a purchase I just did a little bit ago, a week or so ago. It's the Flower Beauty Miracle Glow Satin Finishing Powder. I've literally used it once. I kind of hate the container. It's kind of big, it's kind of bulky, I don't kind of like it, and it's kind of hard to get open. Again, I've used it once. I don't really have that much of an opinion on it other than I kind of hate the container. Gosh, I can't even get the stupid thing back on. There, stupid thing. And that's it for all my powders. I'm going to go set up for all my bronzers. Okay, powders are put away. I've got my bronzers. I don't really have a whole heck of a lot of them out here because I just don't have a whole heck of a lot of bronzers. We'll start with this. This is the MAC Mother of Pearl. I think I'm going to pass this on. I have tried this as a blush. It's way too dark. I've tried this as a bronzer. It's just not quite, I don't know. It's just, it's not quite the right tone for me for a bronzer. It's too dark for me for a blush. I think I'm just going to pass this on. Someone else out there will like this. I've tried for months to like this, and I just don't. And let's see, we've got this, the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. This is an awesome little extremely light bronzer. Sometimes I even just use this if I just want to put a little overall color on my face, and I just buff a little bit of this in and go. Then I've got a sample of the Hoola Light Bronzer by Benefit. I've had this in a project pan. I've actually got all the letters worn off of it. So this has been one of my favorite bronzers of all time. This is my favorite bronzer of all time, the Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. I've been using this forever. I don't know if I'm ever going to get it used up. I love the coloration of this. This is just, it's a really good bronzer for me. This is what I've got on today. It is the Too Faced Sweetie Pie bronzer. I really like this. I hadn't used it for a long time. And as I was getting stuff ready, I was like, I've got to use this. And I forgot how much I like it. The hint of peach in it just makes it be a good bronzer for someone my shade. I think, anyway. I like it. I like it a lot. Then I've got this from The Balm, the Take Home the Bronze. I'm not even sure. This was in one of my subscription boxes. I really haven't used it much. I think it's just dark enough. I'll have to wait till later in the spring and summer when I have a little hint bit more color, even through all my sunscreen that I put on. I have this, the True Match Lumi Bronze It. This is also a nice lighter bronzer. I just got this a couple months ago. I haven't used it a whole lot. I'll get a little bit more on so you can see. It's just a nice subtle bronzer, and I like it. Then I've got the Too Faced Sun Bunny. I really like this shade. This shade's just a hint bit too dang dark. So when I use it, I try to get more of this and almost none of this, if I can manage to do that. As I get the one side down a little bit, I may decide to pass this on. Not my favorite bronzer from Too Faced. I'm not sure about this. And then this is the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Contour Palette. The lid's broken because I dropped it because I'm a dropsy kind of person. I love blending this and this together for a bronzer. It works beautifully for me. The rare times I do decide to do some contouring, I use this to do contouring. I just don't do a lot of contouring because I'm not that good at it, and it just kind of looks fake. And in fact, a lot of times when I see people who have done a lot of contouring on their face, on YouTube and stuff, it's just like, oh, that looks kind of fake. So I don't do a lot of contouring. Once in a blue moon, I might try to like put a little hint of dark just down here to kind of hide my double chin that I wish would go away. And if I would ever get around to losing the next 5 to 10 pounds, maybe it would go away. But I like food and I like to eat food. So yeah. So there you have it. My concealer, powder, and bronzers collection and minor declutter. I didn't declutter a lot, mainly because of all of these, these are the 3 categories I have the least amount of. Next up will probably be my blushes and my highlighters, and those are going to take a while because I've got quite a few blushes and I've got quite a few highlighters. And then we'll probably move on to lip products because, again, I've got quite a few of them. And then it's going to be a series of eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes because those are what I have the most of. And we probably better wrap this up because this is going to be a long enough video as it is. Loki's over there taking a nap. He's being so good. He's such a good kitty when he's not a dork. And with that, we're going to say peace, love, and take care of yourself. That's the nurse's orders. Bye-bye.